morning children, welcome back to maths class. We will continue with the same exercise. Question number 7. A solid consisting of a right circular cone of height 120 cm and radius 60 cm standing on a hemisphere of radius 60 cm is placed upright in a right circular cylinder full of water such that it touches the bottom. Find the volume of the water left in the cylinder if the radius of the cylinder is 60 cm and its height is 180 cm. A solid consisting of a right circular cone, see here is a cone, of height 120 cm and radius 60 cm is standing on a hemisphere of radius 60 cm, is placed upright in a right circular cylinder and full of water. So, here is a solid which is a combination of a cone and a hemisphere that is kept upright, means it is kept inside straight in a cylinder full of water. And we wanted to find, when we keep the solid inside the cylinder with full of water, how much of water volume will be left in the cylinder. So, our cylinder is full of water. When we keep this inside, how much water will be left inside the cylinder? To find how much water is left inside the cylinder, volume of the cylinder, that is the volume of water inside the cylinder minus volume of the solid, we have to find. So, we will write the values. Height of the cone 120 cm. Height of the cone 120 cm. Radius of the cone 60 cm. Again, radius of the hemisphere. Radius of the hemisphere, that is also 60 because they are joined together, equals 60 cm. Then cylinder values. Radius of the cylinder is again 60 cm. Radius of the cylinder, that is also 60 cm. Then height of the cylinder 180 cm. Height of the cylinder 180 cm. We have to find the volume of the water left in the cylinder. Therefore, volume of water left in the cylinder. This we can calculate it by volume of the cylinder minus volume of the solid. That is the combination of cone and hemisphere. So, volume of the cylinder or volume of water inside the cylinder. Volume of the cylinder minus volume of this solid. Volume of this solid is the sum of the volume of cone and hemisphere. So, that we will write it inside the bracket. Volume of the cone plus volume of the hemisphere. Volume of the hemisphere. So, we have to add these two volumes. From the total volume, when we subtract the sum of these two volumes, we will get the volume of water which is left in the cylinder. So, here it is minus, I put bracket here because we are adding these two and then subtracting from the volume of the cylinder. We will write the formula. Volume of the cylinder is pi r square h minus, at the same time I will open the bracket, minus into plus minus. So, volume of the cone 1 by 3 pi r square h, again minus into plus minus. We are subtracting both. Volume of the hemisphere is 2 by 3 pi r cube. Here, radius of the cone, hemisphere and the cylinder all are 60 cm. So, we can take pi r square common. Inside h minus 1 by 3 h minus 2 by 3 pi r square we have taken common. So, 1 r will remain here. First h is the height of the cylinder and next h is the height of the cone. So, pi value we will substitute. 22 by 7 into radius is 60 square. Height of the cylinder 180 minus 1 by 3 into height of the cone is 120. Again minus 2 by 3 into r. Radius is 60. So, this is the value. Now, 22 by 7 into 60 square. 60 into 60, 3600. Bracket 180 minus, will cancel 3 and 120. 3 into 40. 3 and 60, 20 we will get. So here 180 minus 40 minus 2 into 20, 40. So minus 40 minus 40 minus 80 we will get. 22 by 7 into 3600 into 180 minus 80, it is 100. So we have to multiply all the numerator and divide it by 7. So 22 into 36. 7, 9, 2. Here 3600 20 and 100 20. So 40 totally divided by 7. So 7, 9, 2, 40 divided by 7. 7 ones are 7, remainder 0, bring 9, 7 ones are 7, remainder 2, 22, 7 threes are 21, remainder 1, first to 0 we will bring 10, 7 ones are 7, remainder 3, next to 0, 30, 7 fours are 28, remainder 2, next to 0, 20, 7 twos are 14, remainder I will write here. So 20 minus 14 we will get 660. Now 8 sevens are 56, remainder 4 40, point we will put 0 newly we added, this last 0 also added here. So 7 5s are 35 we will get, it will continue like this. So it is 1131428.5. This is the volume. So unit is centimeter cube. If you wanted to convert into meter cube, if you want to convert centimeter into meter, we will divide by 100. So if you want to convert into meter cube, 3 times 100 we have to divide. That is 1131428.5 divided by 100 when we write centimeter into meter. Here it is centimeter cube. So 3 times we have to multiply 100. That is 100 into 100 into 100. So that 6 digit will move left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Final answer we can write it as 1.131 meter cube is the volume of the water left in the cylinder. Now we will move on to the next topic, conversion of solid from one shape to another. So when we convert from the solid from one shape to another shape, when we melt something and making the another shape, volume will be same. We are only changing the shape of the solid, but volume will remain same. So first question we'll see in third exercise. A metallic sphere of radius 4.2 cm is melted and recast into the shape of a cylinder of radius 6 cm. Find the height of the cylinder. Here a sphere of radius 4.2 cm is melted and recast into the shape of a cylinder. Sphere is melting and making in the shape of a cylinder. Shape will be changing but volume will not change. We have to find the height of the cylinder. First we will write all the values which is given. Sphere of radius 4.2 cm. Radius of the sphere 4.2 cm. The sphere is melting and making in the shape of a cylinder of radius 6 cm. So radius of the cylinder 6 cm. We have to find the height of the cylinder. Height of the cylinder we have to find. So sphere is melting and making in the shape of a cylinder. We want to find the height of the cylinder. So volume of the cylinder will be equal to volume of the sphere. So as we wanted to find height of the cylinder, I will write first volume of the cylinder. Left side I will write. However, we can write volume of the cylinder will be equal to volume of the sphere. Volume of the cylinder formula we will write pi r square h. Volume of a sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. So here sphere is melting and making in the shape of a cylinder. Radius of the sphere and radius of the cylinders are different. Don't cancel as we are seeing r square and r here. Don't cancel the common term from either side. Only we can cancel pi, we can cancel because the value of pi is 22 by 7. Left side is the value of cylinder. What is the radius of cylinder? It is 6. So 6 square into height we should find. So h we will write. Right side 4 by 3 into r cube. R is the radius of the sphere. It is 4.2. I'll write 4.2 3 times separately. 4.2 into 4.2 into 4.2. So 6 square is 36h is equal to, here 1 3 I'll cancel. 3 1s are 3, 12, 3 4s are 12 with the decimal point. So it is 1.4. So 36h is equal to 4 into 1.4 into 4.2 into 4.2. So here while doing like this type of questions, no need to multiply all these numbers. Anyway, we have to cancel. So multiplying and again cancelling, wasting your time. So as it is, you write 4 into 1.4 into 4.2 into 4.2 divided by 36 you write as it is. No need to multiply here. Now here numerator 1, 2, 3. 3 decimal points are there. We have to remove the decimal point. So we will multiply both the side of numerator and denominator by 1000. There are 3 decimal points. That's why we multiplied by 1000. Numerator 4 into 14 into 42 into 42 we will write, because these 3 zeros will be adjusted with 3 decimal point. It will become whole numbers. Now here no 1000. Here denominator we will write 36 into 1000 we will write. Now we will cancel. 3 table if you cancel, 3 1s are 3, 3 12s, 3 2s are 6. 3 table if you cancel here, 3 1s are 3, 12, 3 4s are 12 we will get. Again we will cancel in 2 table if you can, 4 table directly I will cancel, 4 3s are 12. Again 3 and 14 we will cancel. So here we will get h is equal to 14 into 14 into 14 by 1000. Sorry, 100. So 1000 here. So instead of cancelling this 1000, we will multiply all these numbers and adjust the decimal point. So 14 into 14 is 196. 196 into 14 will multiply. We will get 2744 we will get. Divided by 1000 we will write as it is. Dividing by 1000 means 3 digit left we will put the point. So 2.744 or 2.74 centimeter is the height of the cylinder. Second question. Metallic spheres of radii 6 cm, 8 cm and 10 cm respectively are melted to form a single solid sphere. Find the radius of the resulting sphere. So here there are 3 spheres of radius 6 cm, 8 cm and 10 cm are melting together to form a single solid sphere. Find the radius of the resulting sphere. So we will write radius of the first sphere. Radius of the first sphere. It is 6 cm. Radius of the second sphere. 8 cm. Radius of the third sphere 10 cm. So all these 3 spheres are melting and making a new sphere. Find the radius of the new sphere. So we will write let R be, capital R we will write, R be the radius of the new sphere or the resulting sphere which we are making. So to find the radius of this new sphere, we will add all the volumes of these 3. So we are melting all the 3 spheres together and making a new sphere. So when we add all the volumes of these 3 spheres, that will be equal to volume of the new sphere. So we will write volume of a sphere. We know that it is 4 by 3 pi r cube. So here I will write 4 by 3 pi r1 cube is the first sphere. Again volume of the second sphere pi r2 cube plus 4 by 3 pi r3 cube is equal to 4 by 3 pi capital R cube. R1, R2, R3 are the radius of the first, second and third sphere if you mark, if you write. Then sum of the volumes of all the 3 spheres will be equal to the volume of the new sphere. So in all these 3 we can take common. 4 by 3 pi we can take common. First one R1 cube plus R2 cube plus R3 cube is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube, capital R cube. So as 4 by 3 pi common on both the side, we can cancel it. The remaining r1 cube, r1 is 6. So 6 cube plus 8 cube plus 10 cube is equal to capital R cube we will write. That is the radius of the new sphere. R cube, 6 cube is 216, 8 cube is 512, 8 into 8 into 8, and 10 cube is 1000. 10 into 10 into 10 is equal to R cube. Therefore, R cube is equal to, we'll add all these, 1000, 512, 216 when we add, we will get 1728. R cube is equal to 1728. R is equal to cube root of 1728. So we should find the cube root. To find the cube root, we will do the factorization. 1728. We'll factorize it by 2. 2 8s are 16. 2 6 are 12. 2 4s are 8. Again 2. 4, 3, 2. Again 2. 2. 2 1s are 2 6 are 2 1s are 0 8. 108 into 2 216. Again 2 54. Again 2 27. 3 9. Again 3 3 3s are 9. So we are getting the numbers cube root of 2 4 6 6 2s and 3 3s. Cube root means from 3 similar number we will take one number out. So here 2 into 2 into 3. So radius of the resulting sphere is 12 centimeter. Third question. A 20 meter deep well with diameter 7 meter is dug and the earth from digging is evenly spread out to form a platform 22 meter by 14 meter. Find the height of the platform. So a 20 meter deep well with the diameter 7 meter is dug and the earth taken out, that is the mud taken out, is evenly spread out to form a platform 22 meter by 14 meter, and we want to find the height of the platform. As 22 meter by 14 meter means length and the breadth, and we wanted to find the height of the platform. Platform is in the shape of a cuboid. Length, breadth and height we have to find. So well is the shape of a cylinder. So here height of the cylinder or well. Height of the well. Cylinder is 20 meter and diameter of the well is 7 meter. Therefore, radius is 3 by 2 or 7 by 2 meter we will write, or 3.5 meter we can write. And this, when they dug the well, the earth taken out or the mud taken out, they will arrange it in the form of a platform in which length of the platform is 22 meter. So, length of the platform is cuboid. It is cuboid. 22 meter as length, breadth and remand, and they asked to find out height. So, it is in the shape of a cuboid. Breadth of the platform is 14 meter and we wanted to find the height of the cuboid. Height we should find out. So, the well from the cylinder or mud from the cylinder will be taken out and arranged in the form of a cuboid. We want to find the height. So, volume of the mud or volume of the cylinder will be equal to volume of the platform. Volume of the mud or the cylinder we can write. Cylinder or the mud which is taken out from the cylinder will be equal to volume of the platform or the cuboid. So, volume of the cylinder is pi r square h and volume of the cuboid is LBH. So, pi r square h value will substitute 22 by 7 into radius of the cylinder is 7 by 2 square we should write. I'll write 7 by 2 into 7 by 2 into height of the platform or cylinder, height of the cylinder is 20 meter is equal to length 22, breadth 14 and height we should find. So, here 7 and 7 will cancel. 2 and 22 will cancel 11 we will get. 2 and 20 will cancel 10. So, the remaining value is 11 into 7 into 10. 11 into 7 into 10 will be equal to 22 into 14 into h. Therefore, h is equal to 11 into 7 into 10 by 22 into 14. Whenever we will find the variable, the number which is opposite to the equal sign divided by the number along with the variable. So here 11 2s are 22, 7 2s are 14 we will get. 10 by 4. Again when we cancel 5 by 2. So 5 by 2 is equal to 2.5 meter is the height of the platform or the cuboid. A well of diameter 3 meter is dug 14 meter deep. A well of diameter 3 meter. So diameter of the well. Well is in the shape of a cylinder. 3 meter is dug 14 meter deep. So height of the well 14 meter deep. The earth taken out of it has been spread evenly all around it in the shape of a circular ring of width 4 meter to form an embankment. Find the height of the embankment. So the earth in the last question, the mud taken out from the well was arranged in the form of a platform. We wanted to find the height of the platform. So platform is in the shape of a cuboid. So we will compare the volume of the mud with volume of the platform. Here the mud which is taken out from the well will be evenly spread all around it. Means all around the well in the shape of a circular ring of width 4 meter to form an embankment. So here imagine that this is the top part of the well. That is the round part of the well. So they will dug and take out the mud and they will arrange it around the well in the form of a ring. That is like this. And this is the top part of the cylinder, that well, that is circular in shape. Radius of the, diameter of the well is 3 meter. So radius of the well is 3 by 2 meter. 3 by 2 meter. So radius of the well is 3 by 2 meter. And when we evenly spread the mud around the well, it will form a ring shape and the width of the embankment is 4 meter. We wanted to find the height of the embankment. So here mud will be, you imagine that there is a well. They will take the mud from the well and keep around it. It will form till height. What is the height of that embankment? So they told width of the mud which is spread evenly around the well is 4 meter, they told. So now you see this is a circle. Here outside a circle. Here is the mud they will keep. Mud will be in this shape from down to top. So what is the height of this we have to find out. See, now to find the radius of this embankment from here to here, that is the radius. This is only radius of the well. This is total from this part to here, it is the radius of the embankment. So first we will find what is the radius of the embankment. Radius of the embankment equals this is already 3 by 2 is the radius for the well, plus width of this mud is 4 meter around it will keep it. So plus 4 we will add. So when we take LCM, 2 is the LCM, 3 plus 4 into 2 8, 11 by 2 is the radius. When last year you have learned that if there is a circle, outer circle and inner circle, it is in the shape of a ring. Whenever 2 radius are given and we wanted to find the height of this one. So volume of the mud taken out will be equal to volume of the embankment we have to write. To find the volume of the cylinder, we know that the formula is pi r square h. But whenever outer radius and inner radius is given, we have to find the volume by using a different formula. I will just show you. Now here we will write volume of the cylinder or volume of the mud is equal to, which is taken from the cylinder or cylinder, right? Volume of the cylinder or well or mud taken from the mud well will be equal to volume of the embankment. So to find whenever outer radius and inner radius is there, we want to find this volume. This is the cylinder or the well is pi r square h is equal to volume of the embankment is, see, this is the embankment, the mud which is taken out evenly spread outside the well. So to find the volume of the embankment, we have two radius. One is from the center to this outer circle, radius is 11 by 2. For the inner circle, radius is 3 by 2. To find the volume of this mud, we have to use the formula pi into capital R square minus small r square into h, where capital R is the outer circle's radius and small r is the radius of the inner circle. We don't want to find area of this volume of this outer circle or inner circle. We want to find the volume of the mud which is there in the middle. So the formula is pi into r square minus r square into h. So here pi directly we can cancel. R is the radius of the cylinder, that is the well. It is 3 by 2 square. Height of the well 14 meter is equal to, for the embankment, capital R is 11 by 2 square minus small r is 3 by 2 square into h is the height of the embankment that we wanted to find out. Now I'll write these values in the left side. 11 square is 121 by 2 square is 4 minus 3 square is 9 by 4 into h will be equal to, here 3 square is 9, 2 square is 4 into 14 I'll write. Now as same denominator we'll write together 121 minus 9 we will write. 121 minus 1, 120. So 112. 112h is equal to 9 by 4 into 40. See here denominator is 4, here also denominator 4. Directly I will cancel 4. Therefore h is equal to 112h is equal to 9 into 14. H is equal to 9 into 14 by 112. We will cancel in 2 table. 7, 2 5s are 10, 6 are 12. 8, 7 1s are 7, 7 8s are 56. So 9 by 8. 9 by 8 equals 8 1s are 8, remainder 2, 20, 8 2s are 16, remainder 4, 40, 8 5s are 40. So 1.125 meter is the height of the embankment. Question number 5. A container shaped like a right circular cylinder having diameter 12 cm and height 15 cm is full of ice cream. The ice cream is to be filled into cones of height 12 cm and diameter 6 cm having a hemispherical shape on the top. Find the number of such cones which can be filled with the ice cream. So here first we will write the value of the cylinder. Diameter of the cylinder. Diameter of the cylinder is 12 cm. Radius of the cylinder 6 cm. Height of the cylinder 15 cm. So here we will write volume of the cylinder or volume of the ice cream in the cylinder is equal to, volume of the cylinder is pi r square h. Just we will substitute the value pi into 6 square into 15 and we will give it. This ice cream in the cylinder is filling into different cones. We wanted to find out how many such cones are required. So now we will see the height of the cone. Height 12 cm. Height of the cone 12 cm and diameter of the cone 6 cm. Diameter of the cone 6 cm. Radius of the cone again 3 cm. So from the cylinder they are filling the ice cream in a container which is conical in shape, top part hemisphere in shape. So this is the shape of the container in which they are pouring the ice cream from the cylinder. So how many such cones are required to fill this ice cream? That is the question. So to find the volume of the ice cream in one cone, volume of ice cream in one cone, it will be equal to volume of the cone plus volume of the hemisphere. volume of the cone plus volume of the hemisphere. Because they already told top part is in the shape of a hemisphere. So volume of a cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h and volume of a hemisphere is 2 by 3 pi r cube. Both radius will be same. So we will take 1 by 3 pi r square common, h plus 2r we will write. So 1 by 3 pi, radius of the cone, it is 3 centimeter. So 3 square. Height of the cone 12 centimeter plus 2 into 3. Here 1 3 we will cancel with this power. So pi into 3 into 3 2s are 6, 12 plus 6 18. This is the volume of ice cream in one cone. We want to find how many such cones are required. So number of cones required is equal to, whenever we wanted to do such type of question, number of cones, number of equals volume of the bigger solid, that is volume of the cylinder divided by volume of one cone. So because from cylinder we are pouring the ice cream into different cones. So volume, number of cones required is equal to volume of the cylinder divided by volume of a cone or one cone. And volume of the cylinder is pi into 6 square into 6 square, I will write 36 into 15 divided by, here volume of a cone is pi into 3 into 18. Pi into 3 into 18. So pi and pi will cancel. 18 2s are 36. 3 5s are 15 is equal to 10. So how many cones are required? 10 cones are required to fill the ice cream. Thank you.